Hi, my name is Pai Chu, and this is the 5 minute window. King Nebuchadnezzar has had a dream. He dreams of this statue with a head of gold. Its chest and arms are made of silver, its belly made of, and thighs made of bronze, its feet made partly of iron and partly of clay. Suddenly, a rock, not made by human hands, strikes the statue to pieces and fills the whole earth. After sharing the statue and the rock with Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel then proceeds to interpret the dream. You, Nebuchadnezzar, are the head of gold. After you will come kingdoms of silver, the kingdom of bronze, and the kingdom partly of clay and partly of iron. After that will come the kingdom of the rock. It is the kingdom of the rock because it is established by the God of heaven. Therefore, who is this king that will rule the kingdom of the rock that comes from the God of heaven? I would like to propose an identity for this king of the kingdom of the rock. But before I do that, I need to share with you two interpretation principles, if you like, in terms of understanding the Bible. The Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. I repeat, the Old Testament is the New Testament concealed. The New Testament is the Old Testament revealed. I will refer to 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verses 1 to 4. You must remember that Paul is speaking metaphorically about the rock in the desert for Israel. He's trying to say that the rock in the desert for Israel symbolizes something for him and the Corinthians. For I do not want you to be ignorant of the fact, brothers and sisters, that our ancestors were all under the cloud and that they were all passed through the sea. They were all baptized into Moses in the cloud and in the sea. They all ate the same spiritual food and drank the same spiritual drink. For they drank from the spiritual rock that accompanied them, and that rock was Christ. So the New Testament makes an attempt to disclose who this rock from the Old Testament, especially in Daniel's interpretation of Nebuchadnezzar's dream, is. The rock is Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ will come after Daniel and Nebuchadnezzar. Recently, something happened in my life that makes me think how fluid life is. 1 minute, I was the pastor of a church in Mississauga, Canada. The next minute, I am looking for a new pastoral position. Very often, God takes us out of a place of security, out of the kingdoms we thought we had, and places us in situations where we wake up in the middle of the night, sweaty and wondering where the nightmare comes from. To believe that Jesus is the rock is more than an intellectual belief. Can I trust God when life is unstable and difficult? Can I have faith in God even though everything is changing around me? As Nebuchadnezzar experiences the trauma of the nightmare, the Lord reveals the interpretation of the dream to Daniel. It calms Nebuchadnezzar down and saves Daniel and his three friends from execution. In the chaos, God brings the stability and order into the situation. God is that rock in times of trouble. It is a struggle for me as well as for you. In times of trouble, can we trust the rock of our lives?